Because guess what? Your boy is in transition right now. So, with that being said, I've learned for the short period of time since I've been here, I got pigeons by my feet. I got pigeons. Look, see, bunch of pigeons. The one thing that I've learned since arriving is you got to change your attitude. Don't take your life so serious. Be responsible, but be aware of your surroundings at all times. And, I will tell you, fam, there are plenty of times that I had pretty much, last couple of days I was a little stressed out. I was. And because I had a lot of things that were going on that I needed for them to fall in place like they needed to. And, one of the things that I really latched on to was the fact that how important communication is when it comes to what your objective is based off of how well you manage your time. And so, these last couple of days have been very humbling because, we only have control of what we do and how we react to it. And I know sometimes we tend to forget about that because we more or less have a impulsive mindset. But I will say, since I've been here, the transition, getting everything to fall in place, for the most part, has fallen into place. And, I don't know what your position may be, but you know mine. I've come to learn a long time ago. God is going to place you where you need to be. He's going to reveal what you need to see. But it's our responsibility to embrace what is being shown, because what is being shown, what is offered, is free will. And it's so important to understand the power of free will. We can easily, when things don't go our way, say, okay, this happened for the following variables. But a lot of times what we fail to realize is we overlook the one important aspect. We were there. So guess what? Your perception, your viewpoint, everything dictating what you see is correlating to how it's attached to you. Who am I talking to? Did you hear what I said? The commonality that we all share will always be the perception of what's being illustrated. But what differentiates that same perspective is how it is attached to you, how you understand it, and more importantly, how you react. Now, I know some of y'all been saying, well, what are you doing? Why? I see all this movement. Are you in the park? I see these trees. I said, no, because where I'm at, family, I can do it better to show you. I am downtown Waikiki, and I'm gonna walk up towards the beach in a minute, but I was gonna go back to the Duke statue so I can have footage of that. So if you remember, I came down here 6 days ago, didn't know where I was going, and I parked at the Maloa Park. And now when I think about there was a good, I would say 5.5, about 5 mile hike from where I parked. So I said, well, today I'm actually killing a little bit of time, because today I actually get to move into my place. And technically it's tomorrow, but dealing with the homeowner, because they're finishing up their last minute. I'm gonna walk by the beach. I am. I'm gonna walk up. I'm just gonna walk to the statue, and then I'm gonna come back. That whole situation, how that played out, was once again divine intervention. There's no way around it that I can. There's no other way that I can explain it, because after there's another statue. So, all right, I'm gonna walk around, and then that way, it's back onto me. So, how that worked out, I ended up looking at, I think, 12. I saw 12 properties. I went from one side of the island to the other. And, being the fact that you don't know where you're relying off of the internet and what the internet has for advertisement, you don't know any better. So, doing what what anybody would do. I'm gonna switch this up, y'all, so y'all can see. Look at the water. Yeah, I'm gonna let my feet. Oh, this water's warm. There you go. The waves are kind of moderate, but they've got a little wall over here. Okay. So for about 8, I'll say about 8 days, I looked. You know what? I'm gonna take these off because this ain't working. I'm gonna walk barefoot. So for 8 days, I was on the internet and I was looking at advertisements. I was talking to realtors. I was spending a lot of money just for a realtor to show me the property. And after like the 12th time, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do a separate video about that whole experience, about if you want to come to Hawaii, especially if you're thinking about wanting to rent. I'm gonna tell you something, fam. You better have your ducks in a row, because if you don't, you're gonna be in a rude awakening. And I'm not trying to sound stark. It's just, yes, Hawaii is beautiful. It's paradise. But the other side of that, with that big, it's about business. And if you don't have your business right, it'll be a culture shock. It will be a culture shock. And I was shocked. I'll be honest with you. I was totally shocked. Because what I thought things were not how they actually were. And, not trying to sound builder, but I think there's a lot of room for correction, because there's a big misconception of this being put out there, that people need to be informed so they can be responsible. I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about financial longevity. And if you don't have a plan, you are going to suffer. Bottom line. So, you know, gratefully for about, like I said, I only had to go through it for about 12. No. I say collectively it was 8 days of searching, and I was thorough. And there's another thing too. Oh, I'm gonna see if I got some guys out here surfing. Let me see if I can, because I know y'all want to see that. Don't want to rack my brain. Let's switch. Here you go. Here you go. See, there you go. See, they have a barrier over here. So right here you can kind of wade along, but there's a barrier right there. But then there's still people coming in. Lifeguards are present. So, but I'm grateful that it was just for a short time. I'm very grateful because of that. But I can tell you, what you see on the internet and what you see in reality is exactly that. It is very important, very imperative that you do your homework, give yourself ample flexibility, and more importantly, have a financial plan B. You don't have a plan B, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Because one, the cost of living is higher here. Number two, this goes back to my first point. Communication is very, very important. It's very important. Man-made waterfall. There you go. Okay. But yeah. Okay. You know, so when I got here on the 6th, you know, you can do as much research as you would like. You can go off of what is posted online. You can actually go off of networking. That's all that's going to do is help you 50%. And I say only 50% is until you're actually boots in the ground to actually get acclimated, to adjust, especially financially. You're not going to be able to gauge it like you need to. You just won't. And I'm not trying to sound pessimistic. I'm saying that from a position of responsibility. Now, so, got up this morning, went and washed my Jeep, and pretty much I'm killing time till I can get access to my place, because tomorrow I check out of my suite, and then I check into my residence. So I got to do the contract today, and once we sign, the clock starts. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited, because on one aspect, I'm looking at it from a perspective of, look at where you're at, right? You're in Hawaii. You're in Hawaii. the opportunities, just on the logistical aspect, can be a task in itself. So every moment you need to embrace it, take it in, because you could be anywhere in the world, but look where we're at. Look where we're at. So you can't say that that's not divine intervention. That was God's doing all day. That's why I'm waking up here. I thought you guys would get a kick out of this. I think this is the Manoa tree, but I'm not sure. But the root system in it, it grows out and then it grows down. So it's kind of dope, right? So not to ramble, not to be winded. You know, like we used to always say, every day above ground is a good day. Because that's an opportunity for you to grow, correct, assess, progress, but most importantly, be. Did you hear what I said? Be. Now I know you guys are like, okay, what's going on with the pandemic over here? They take it very, very serious over here, fam. This is called Kehoe Park. This is what I'm walking by right now. There you go. There you go. So, when it comes to our health, the locals, they ain't playing, man. They're not playing at all. They take that very seriously over here. And it's still, I would say, 50-50 per se, because it's kind of like I drove by Manoa Park, and that's where I was originally, and I walked, right? And I'm just driving around this big park. Okay, so I'm over here by the Duke statue now, so you guys get a better shot. You got it's 50-50. I saw people. This is Duke right here. There you go. There you go. You see it? Okay, cool. Alright. So I zoom up on the plate so you can see it. There you go. There you go. Alright. When I went down there initially, so I drove by. And I need to walk back. See, I gotta walk back. And that's what I'm gonna do. When I drove through there originally, you saw it was like 60-40. 40% of people wearing masks, 60% weren't. That's just what it is. Hey, at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our choices and our decisions. So now, I'll be honest with y'all, family. When I drove down here originally, I was making lefts, rights. I was literally winging, trying to find this place. But I knew I was in the vicinity. I knew it. So I was like, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm killing time because I want to be timely. I want to go over there in a respectable time So, because I'm gonna take the tire out of the Jeep and drop it off in my garage. Because tonight I'm gonna end up taking everything. I'm gonna pre-pack, put everything in the Jeep. That way, in the morning, when it's time for me to leave, I ain't gotta worry about all that. Everything's in the Jeep. I'm going to work. I can go to work, and then, you know, I can, once I get off work, I can go straight to my house because I have keys to the house. It'll be a smooth transition. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of okay. They got a big no smoking sign down here. See, I'm not playing. Look right here. See that? They ain't playing. I thought I was misreading, but it's not. So what I planned on doing, what I'm gonna do is pretty much kill some time, then go over there, then go back to my place, and then go back to the hotel room one more time, and then plan for tomorrow, and then from there go to work. Then after I get off work, day one in my place. I know somebody said, well, what are you gonna do? You ain't got no furniture. Yeah, furniture's still in Virginia Beach. So what I do? Went, got me an ironing board. 2, went and got me an air mattress, and I can build everything else. And then when the household goods come in 30 days, I'm straight. Because what I don't want to do is buy double of what I already have. And then so, you know, I gotta play it smart. So now I know I ain't been down here 35 minutes. And I know I done pumped that darn meter for good. When I left, it had 3 hours on it. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'm gonna take my time, ain't gonna rush, because parking down here, fam, is like a needle in a haystack. When you find it, you're gonna pay. But I got lucky. I got real lucky because what I didn't realize, dude that was spot I took, he had an hour on top of his too. So when I leave, I'm gonna leave an hour on. I'll leave an hour on mine. So it's all good. It's all good. So how y'all doing? Doing well? So, like I said, you guys got, this is going to be a work in progress, and as I get situated and I get settled, then the content will get better. Everything will migrate as it should. And so far, within 48 hours, I've been, you guys don't see it yet, but I've already been to the North Shores. I went there the other night, and then second time here, and well, downtown Waikiki, and somebody's like, well, what's the weather like? It's like a strong 84. It's not overcast, but it's not like that. It's warm, convection, and people are out. But what, like I said, I ain't trying to sound, I'm not trying to sound negative, but I mean, a lot of people ain't wearing they ain't thinking about no mask. They not. And, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, but I'm glad to be here. I'm definitely glad. And I plan to take full advantage of the island. I want to be able to embrace it all. And then eventually, because if I'm correct, there's 6 islands collectively. And you're going to have to take a charter flight to get to the other ones. But everything happens in due time. Everything. So, what I'm not going to do is rush. And, why? So, I don't want to sound like, I don't want to sound like I'm rambling, family. So I'm going to stop this right here. And if I see something else, you guys will see something else. All right, peace.